Hi, this is Rob from fitnesscareersuccess.com with a short video on the credit crunch, which seems to have gripped most of the world at the moment and is forever in the news headlines with more stories of doom and gloom. But something that might surprise you is that it actually could be great news for fitness instructors, and it really can be. So am I serious? First thing to say is absolutely. The gym chains at the moment are not having a good time. They're seeing existing members cancelling their memberships. People are worried about their jobs, they're worried about their current earnings, their overtime might have been cancelled, and so they are cancelling fixed commitments, luxuries like gym memberships. Also, the gyms are seeing that they're not signing up new members at the same rate they normally would do. It's early February here at the moment. You would expect gyms to be signing up members rapidly as people are still in the New Year frenzy and want to get fit, but they aren't. Member sign-up rates are much lower than normal, and in some cases we're even seeing centres with big names like David Lloyd and the like actually closing centres down. And in those centres that are running, we're seeing reduced studio class timetables. Classes cost money to put on. You have to pay an instructor to do it. Even if it's an in-house instructor, there's often a small element of premium that they pay to that instructor for teaching a class. And so those timetables are being reduced. And those classes that are running, they're not going to freelance instructors or specialists in a particular discipline. They're going to in-house gym staff who are maybe getting little or no increment on their salary, and the freelancers, as is always the case when money is tight, are being squeezed. So, how can this be good news? Surely everything so far is doom and gloom, and it is. But as an instructor, if you're a good fitness instructor, you've got two options. If you work freelance, you can sit there and you can watch it happen. You can watch your classes get taken away from you, watch your income reduce, and do nothing. Alternatively, you can do something about it, and you might be surprised to realise you would actually earn more than you've ever earned before as a fitness instructor. And it is possible. Why? Well, people aren't stopping wanting to exercise. People still want to get fit. New Year's resolutions are still there. People are still keen to exercise. It's not the gym that is the problem. It's membership contracts, it's fixed financial obligations that people don't want at the moment. They don't want the big commitments. So they're looking for alternatives. They're looking for options that allow them to pay as they go, to find ways to get fit that don't commit them to £50 a month on 12 months contract and no cancellation and 3 months notice and all those other good things that gyms like to tie people into. And if you're a fitness instructor, that means there is a great opportunity for you right now. You can start your own classes. And let's just walk through some simple maths here. Let's have a look at what this actually means if you start a class. So let's say you can find a venue, somewhere suitable, and that's a whole other subject, what actually constitutes a suitable venue. We cover that elsewhere in some of our training. That's not for here and now. But let's just say you can find a suitable venue and start teaching classes, and you charge £5 a person. You put 20 people in the room for a class, you've earned £100. £20 rent for an hour and a half, whatever it may be, and you've got £80 left from teaching one class. Now, I don't know every freelance rate available from every gym chain in the country, but I don't know any gym chains that I've ever come across paying £30, let alone £80 per class. And you think, you do that 2 classes per night, 2 nights per week, that's nearly £1,300 per month extra income in your pocket. And you've worked for 2 nights a week to do that. So you see, the possibilities are there. You can earn more than ever. And let me just prove this to you. This is what our studio did last week. On Monday, we were full. We had a waiting list. On Tuesday, we were almost full. A couple of last minute no-shows, but we were nearly full. Wednesday, full with a huge waiting list. We had over 10 people waiting for some of the classes. Thursday, we're over 60% full for the classes. Saturday, 80% full again, and Sunday was our busiest ever Sunday. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but it was a busy class. And we run 3 classes a night, 4 nights a week, and 2 classes a day on a weekend. So the prices we charge are very similar to those that you saw on the previous slide. So you do the maths. Now, if you've only ever worked for one of the gym chains, then there's something you need to know. In fact, there's several things you need to know, because teaching gym members is not the same as teaching everybody else who might choose to walk through your door. Nobody's paid for membership to be there. No one's there because they've paid their membership and they feel they ought to make some use of it, otherwise what a waste of money while they're waiting for the contract to finish. Nobody's having a free class. They're not there because it's part of what they've got. And equally, they're not there killing time because their partner is in the pool or in the gym or having a massage or whatever it is. And there isn't a personal trainer around who says you must do this once a week or twice a week and ticking you off afterwards if you don't do it. So the motivation to be there to a open class outside a gym chain is very, very different to actually in a gym. And to put it bluntly, it's up to you. If you're the instructor, you've got to make the people want to be there. Because if you don't make them want to be there, nobody else is going to do it. There isn't a contract making them want to do it. It's up to you. So, your job is to make people feel welcome from the second that they walk through your door. You've got to create a friendly, welcoming environment that makes people want to come, makes them want to turn up and come to your classes. You've got to make sure that you're looking after new people. New people are so important. If you can't look after new people, and again, there's a whole skill set around looking after new people, not just in the class, but for the whole experience. Again, we cover that elsewhere. It's not a subject for here. You've got to look after those new people, but at the same time, don't forget your regulars. Your regular people who come to your classes are the people who will make you the living and the regular income that you are looking for. So don't alienate them because you're spending all your time with new people. You have to find the balance, and again, there are ways you can do that. And apart from that, you've got to teach a great class. Your classes have got to be interesting and entertaining and effective and lots of other good things, but they've got to be good. And you've got to make people come back time and time again. And even better and more important, you've got to make them come back and make them bring a friend, and make their friends bring a friend, and their friends bring a friend, and so on. And you'll only do that if you're ticking all these boxes and delivering great fitness experiences from the second that somebody walks through your door right until the minute they leave. And can anybody do it? Well, pretty much. But there is a but. You need to be a fitness instructor. I'm not advocating here that anybody who isn't qualified or experienced goes out and does this. You need to be a fitness instructor and have a piece of paper that says that you are. You need to be willing to put some effort in. Learning to teach outside a gym takes a little time and effort, not a lot, but there is a few thoughts to go through. And if you've already invested the time in a fitness qualification, then by comparison the time and effort that needs to go in to learn some of these skills are much, much less. They're much easier. You need to be willing to learn. You won't improve and you won't bring the people through the door if you're not willing to learn the lessons and learn how to act differently outside of a gym chain. And most importantly, you need to be willing to take action. You've got to do something, because you will not succeed, you will not generate that new income, that second income, whatever it may be to you, unless you start. You have to start somewhere. So, would strongly urge you to make a decision. Get on and do it. Learn from experts who've been there before and done it, and not just done it once. Get started quickly and get earning quickly. The sooner you start, the sooner you're on the path to earning. And don't forget, if you think there are opportunities in your area And again, our training can talk about that with you as to how to identify the best opportunities around and make sure you've got the best chance of earning the biggest income. If you're sitting thinking about it, then I'm sure there are other instructors out there who are willing to get out of the chair and do something about it. So I would urge you to do something about it now before somebody else in your area does. Because once the chance is gone, it might be so much harder or not possible at all to do it afterwards. So, you can do it. It's possible. Go and get some more help. Visit fitnesscareersuccess.com. There's more information there for you, and we can show you how you really can get started in doing this, earn a second income very, very quickly, and be more successful than you've ever been before as a fitness instructor. Thanks so much. Bye for now.